Okay, so we're looking at another series of 5 questions that are in the difficult area. Again, I'm hoping I've picked questions you haven't done before, but if you've done before, that's okay. So can you have a look at this question, please? It's a probability type question. Again, only 1/3 the kids got it right. So I want you to pause, and when you're ready, come back live, and we'll see how you've gone. Okay, so this one's a bit harder because it's not got any multi-choice. So we've got a 1/9 chance of getting a pear. So that means there's only apples and pears. So if there's 1/9 chance of being a pear, then there's 8/9 chance of being apple. And so 8/9 times 36, because they made 36 muffins. It's non-calculator, so 9 to 36 goes 4. So she made 32. One thing that people probably got wrong is they did the calculation of a pear, not an apple. Okay, let's move along. Okay, again, sorry if you've already done this one, so let's have a look. You've got a group of students and they spent most time doing, chosen at random, and we're going to do music. Okay, so we're just looking for the music kids. It's a calculator question, so this will be straightforward, so have a go. And when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is work out how many students there were, and you're actually told there's 200 students. So that's straightforward. Okay, so then of the 200, there's 40, so 40 out of 200. And then if you do that on your calculator, you get 0.2, and that's the probability. Again, I'm not sure why kids had trouble with that, because that's pretty straightforward. Okay, let's move along. Okay, so this one, coin is tossed 3 times. So a coin has heads and tails. It's tossed 3 times, so there's 8 possible outcomes. Now you're told there's 8 outcomes, so what you could do is think about what the 8 outcomes are, and then the question is, what's 2 tails and 1 head in any order? Okay, so have a go at that. You're getting towards the last question, so it's getting a bit harder, but let's see how you go. Come back live when you're ready. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could think about how could you list those outcomes. There's 8 outcomes. So one of them is head, 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 and another one is tail, tail, tail. And so just being systematic, we're going to have head, head, tail. So we've got 1 tail, and then there's head, tail, head, 1 tail, tail, head, head. There's the 1 tail, and then we're going to have 2 tails and a head, 1 head, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your 8 outcomes, and the question's asking for 2 tails and a head in any order. So the head is first, the head is second, the head is third, and so there's 3 outcomes. So the answer is 3/8. Okay, come across when you're ready. Okay, so second last question. Again, this one's 21, so it's starting to get in the harder set, and about half the kids get it right. So we've got a cube of 2 stuck on top of a cube of 4, and we're doing surface areas, not volumes. So think about the faces that you can see and see how you go. Okay, so we're back. So this cube here, there are 5 faces that we can see because the bottom face is hidden. Okay, so we can see 5 faces. So each of the faces is a square. So 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 is 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, it's calculator, so you can do that in your calculator. So what we've got is 5 faces of the top. Now on the bottom, we've got 5 faces that we can see, plus this jumble face that's got a bit missing. So we'll do the bottom 5, and then we'll worry about the next one. So it's 5 by 4 by 4. 4 4s is 16, 5 so 80. Okay, so straight away we've gone past that. So all of these answers are still probably legitimate, but so we've just got to work out this face. Now that face there is the big square minus the little square. Okay, so you can see that this is a big square, but you can't get the part that's sitting on top. Okay, so we've got a big square is 4 by 4 minus 2 by 2. 16 minus 4 equals 12. So we've got another 12. So it's 112, which is that answer there. Okay, last question coming up. Okay, a factory makes metal boxes. The base and sides are rectangular. The height is 0.8 for each of them. And we have to find the biggest volume. Sorry, which box has a volume of exactly 0.16. And it's a calculate question. Again, bit of a worry, less than half got it right, but can you just have a go? You need to know what the volume of a rectangular prism is, and then after that it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so the volume of a rectangular prism is length by width by height. So we've got, it's just 0.8 by 0.4 by 0.4 for the first one, and I'll get my calculator out. 0.8 by 0.4 by 0.4 is 0.128, and we want 0.16, so it's not that one. Second one, 0.8, 0.5, 0.3, 0.8 times 0.5 by 0.3 equals 0.12. That's wrong. The third one, 0.8 by 0.5 by 0.5 equals 0.2. So that's wrong. So let's just see that this one gives you the right answer. It's the only one that's left. 0.8 by 0.4 by 0.5, 0.8 by 0.4 by 0.5, and that gives you the 0.16. So that one is the correct answer. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Straightforward, hopefully. See you next time.